Hey guys, welcome to question MM285 of the Maths Methods Fortify study guide. So in this question we've got the graph of a function h from -2 to 2n, and we know that the average value over the interval -2 to n is 0, so that's important. The area of this shaded region is 4 on 3 units squared, and the graph of h also passes through the point n on 2, p on 2, right? So it passes through n and p, and somewhere here, n on 2, p on 2. Cool. So we need to find the value of n. So we're looking for this value here. So where do we start with this? Well, we know that the graph passes through np, and it also passes through n on 2, p on 2. Okay, so from here to here is half of n and half of p, and then from here to here is n and p, right? Which means that we're going halfway and then halfway perfectly, which means that this gradient is actually equal to 1, right? Think about this for a second if you're not too sure, but the fact that it goes through n on 2 and p on 2 means that this has to be equal to 1. Well, that was weird, right? So that means that if this gradient is equal to 1, then n is the same as p, right? Because our gradient is equal to rise over run, rise being p, run being n, and if our gradient is equal to 1, 1 equals p over n, which means n equals p, right? Which means we can actually say that this coordinate is n, okay? Because the gradient is 1. So, if our average value of this function is 0, that means that our x-axis marks the average value point, which means that the area below the graph, or below the average value, so this bit, is equal to the area above it. So all the area in between here, right? We also know that that area is 4 on 3, so what we can actually say is that our area is 4 on 3, that's all cool. So 4 on 3 is equal to the area under this point here, okay? Now we have two triangles in here. We have one triangle even. So base is here, and our height is this bit here. So our area is equal to half base times height. So half times base times height. Which means that our area is half multiplied by our base, which is 2n, multiplied by our height, which is n, right? Which means that we end up getting half times 2n squared, so n squared. And our area is equal to 4 on 3, remember. So then we get n is equal to the square root of 4 over 3, which means that we get, well, plus minus I should say, but n is on the positive side, so we know that it's going to be positive, which means we get the square root of 4 over square root of 3, which is 2 root 3 over 3, which is b. So guys, our answer is b, 2 root 3 over 3. If you didn't understand any of this, please comment below and let me know. But that's it for MM285, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.